Imagine this measuring tape is your life, and 1 meter of it is all the time that you have. It may be 80 years, it may be 100 years, but let's be optimistic and assume we'll live for 100 years. So how do you think, how much time do we actually have to make an impact, to make something meaningful in our lives as a human being? Is that this much? Or probably this much? This is the question I'll try to answer today using this absolutely great analogy with the measuring tape. So without further ado, let's get into it. I've studied the entire internet looking for the specific numbers of how much time an average human sleeps, eats, works, etc. And after gathering all this information, I almost got depressed. I was in shock. So if you also want to know these numbers, keep watching this video and hit the like button to make sure you don't forget to do that later. So let me now break down for you the typical allocation of the lifetime in percentages. How much time do you think you sleep? I sleep around 5 to 6 hours, and I'm not proud of it. Sleep is good, sleep is healthy, don't be like me. But if we're talking about an average person, roughly 1/3 of our time, about 8 hours, is spent sleeping, which translates to approximately 33% of our time on this planet. So right away, without any crazy activities, we're getting rid of 33% of our lives. And on my measuring tape, it is 100 centimeters minus 33 centimeters. We're left with 67 centimeters, 67 years of our lives. And again, that's assuming we're super lucky and healthy and would live 100 years. So what's next? Is there anything else that drains our lives? Oh yeah. Some people would agree with me, some not, but for most people who don't know what is their purpose in their lives and who don't pursue their dreams, their passions or hobbies, the number 2 lifetime killer is work. Yes, assuming a typical 40-hour work week, work accounts for about 25% of our time. So especially the ones who hate their jobs, these 25 years are the wasted quarter of your life. That sounds scary, but when people hear that truth, they actually start thinking about what to change to gain this time back. Work less? Possibly. Start some business to gain passive income and enjoy your life? Maybe. Or better follow your passion and develop your skills that you are gifted with? I love the last option, but it will not work for everyone. There's not a single recipe for everyone, so minus 25 centimeters on my measuring tape leaves me with 42 years to make something important in my life. Next on the list is education. From childhood to early adulthood, education can account for around 12 to 20 years or more, which could be approximately 12 to even 25% of our time, depending on individual choices and career paths. But let's say we don't want to spend 5 more years in the university after high school and we go to some work, which means that we've already spent at least 12% of our 100 years life at school. That's another 12 centimeters on my measuring tape. Oh no! It's just 30 centimeters left. Is there any time for myself? Come on, life. Are you crazy? But that's not it. Life is brutal. What if I tell you that for most people, the number 4 best way to waste their lifetime is eating and personal care? Daily activities like preparing your meals, eating, bathing, grooming, pooping, etc. might take up around 10% of our time. I think this number is smaller than it should be if we take into consideration some office habits like going for a short coffee break with your teammates 20 times a day, or spending more time in the bathroom than we should because it's the only place you can hide from your kids. A lot of wasted time, and without an exaggeration, I may say that it's a minimum 10% of an average human's life, which contributes to a 10 centimeters cut on my measuring tape. It hurts, but it's not over. There is another category that significantly contributes to these painful cuts of our lifespan. It's transportation. To school, to work, from work, then another round of school trips, but this time with your kids, Travel time can vary widely depending on lifestyle and location, but typically amounts to several hours per week, which might be around 5% of our time. Someone may say it's not too much, but I know people who spend 4 hours in total a day to get to work and then come back. Thank God now there's a remote policy in the majority of big companies, so this percentage may be a bit smaller, especially for the ones who work totally remotely, but overall minus 5 centimeters on my measuring tape. And now we only have 15 centimeters left. Let's say 15 to 20% of our lives. These are just 15 years that we actually have for ourselves, and that's entirely up to us how we spend it. Most people spend it for leisure and socializing, doing some activities with their friends and family, watching movies, going to a pub or restaurant to meet together, and that's absolutely fine. Each of us has our own life, and we can decide what to do with it. But if you really think about the fingerprint you leave on this planet, there is actually not so much time to accomplish something meaningful, and literally every minute, every centimeter matters. Probably that's the reason why I don't sleep much, because I want to spend as much time as possible by providing some value to others. I just think that by doing that, by creating content, my message, my videos will live among people even when I won't be here anymore. And that drives me and gives me power to create more. I challenge you to think about these 15 years of your 100 years life, which you have for doing whatever. Will it be 15 years of watching all the Netflix series? Or probably 15 years of reading books? 15 years of playing online games? There are no good or bad answers, but I'm sure you'll look at your life differently now. Then you'll make your own conclusions and decide for yourself. And if you like this episode, check out my other videos you see on the screen, and don't forget to hit the like button below. And with that, see you in the next one. Cheers!